guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Jerry Ohm Dodge in Tampa, Florida, and we have a very special Jeep for you. This is a 2020 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara trim with 4x4, of course, and this one very, very uniquely optioned with a 6-speed manual transmission. But before we dive into this, let's talk a little bit about the Jeep Wrangler. Obviously, tracing its roots all the way back to the Willys Jeep that was used by the GIs in World War II. It has so much personality, even in the 21st century. Now, 2018 was a pretty big year for the Jeep because that's when they brought out a redesign of their iconic vehicle. And they had to be careful because they didn't want to go too far in a revolutionary change, but I think they hit the nail on the head. Now, when it comes to Sahara trim, where does that fall in the lineup? It's a tad, it's like a tick above Rubicon. They're pretty much even Stevens. It's just that Sahara takes you in a little bit different direction. Right above that, the only other way to go would be the Moab and the Mojave. One thing is for certain though, with a 6-speed manual transmission and some unique options, is this the way to go and buy your Jeep Wrangler? So let's go ahead and dive into this unlimited Sahara trim of this iconic vehicle. Right off the bat, the lines. Now, I think one of my favorite things is that this one has probably a color that I feel really fits a lot of the different Jeep vehicles, Stingray. So it's called Stingray. It's a gray color. It's meant to say Stingray. Stingray. I think it fits the Sahara very nicely. You have LED lighting in the fenders. This is one way to tell that this is a redesign, is because of this lighting here. You're going to get full LED headlights and daytime running lamps up front. Of course, we have that iconic 7-slotted grille on the Sahara trim. You have some nice brushed aluminum accents all along the interior of the headlight housing and those grille slots. We drop down, you got your massive bumper here, tow hooks. You could pull out those lesser vehicles when they're stuck in the mud. Silver trim. I'm zonking the fake vent. I wish they would just hollow this out instead of have that fake vent there, but you are gonna have those functional fog lamps help you illuminate the road in front of you. And then you're looking at well over 8 inches of ground clearance, 2-speed transfer case, really allows you to get through that terrain where, like I said, lesser vehicles are gonna get stuck. Now, as we go up onto the hood, I really like the rise that they put to the hood in the center. If you ever wonder where those two flat black plastic pieces there, that's so you could fold down the windshield. How many vehicles can you do that? Fold down your windshield, take off your doors, take off the roof. You could do that with a Jeep, and that is one of the special things about it. Now, when we come around the bend, you do have that flat black around the fender treatment. Wheel and tire setup, this is unique to the Sahara. This is an 18-inch wheel. You got the nice brushed aluminum, the darker metallic gray, good looking wheel with the Jeep logo there. And if you're wondering, well, what's the size of this? 255 on the width, nice, meaty 70 series sidewall is going to give you a nice ride as you're going down the road. Coming back up, you have your latches to hold on to the hood here. If you go inside, there's no release. You do it the good old-fashioned way. Really love all the exposed screws, the hinges. This vent here is functional on the side. There's your Sahara badge, your Jeep badge, Wrangler Unlimited. Now, you do have the old-fashioned antenna, but you know what? It fits the identity of the Jeep. I mean, it's all about those classic lines. Sahara unique running boards. Like I was showing you on the hood, I love all the exposed hinges. You do have flat black on the mirrors here. It would be nice if they were color matched on this trim, the Sahara trim. This one has the optional power Sunrider cloth top. You got the doors, beautiful shape, flat black. As we keep working our way to the rear of the vehicle, just love that flared off fender look, the nice large rectangular shaped rear glass. And then when we get to the back, you have that design that's been with us for so many years. So the glass actually swings up. You could swing the door out. You have your taillights that are meant to look like gas containers, fuel containers that they had on those Willys Jeeps. Even the little Easter eggs. Look how on the wheels they put that World War II Jeep there. Very nice little touches, and if you look all over the vehicle, they're all over the place. I love that Jeep does that. We drop down, you're gonna get another massive tow hook. The exhaust is tucked up nicely Same flat black on the rear bumper. Let's go ahead, pop that hood, and see what's powering this particular Sahara. All right, guys, we do have the hood popped. I am gonna zonk the prop rod primarily because of the placement of it. It's kind of in the wrong area. I wish it was a little over to the passenger side, but great news. Underneath the hood on the Sahara is gonna be that tried and true 3.6 liter V6. Like I promised you, it's mated to a slick shifting 6-speed manual transmission, 285 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60, guess what? 6.1 seconds, and that's actually faster than the Jeep Wrangler that's equipped with the 8-speed automatic. This one weighs in around 4,331 pounds. MPGs, 17 in the city, 23 on the highway. Like I said, when it comes to these Jeeps, it's a lot to do with tradition, and it's one of those things that you just got to get behind the wheel to really understand why people love them. But why don't we go ahead, let's get to that interior and see what the Sahara trim brings to the table. All right, guys, we're inside this 2020 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara trim. As you can see, I took that power Sunrider top, slid it all the way back, so easy just using the button. I know you're at that point where you're like, Joe, I really want a Jeep. I didn't even know you could get a manual. And like you can see right here, we have that slick shifting 6-speed manual transmission. How much is this Sahara? Now, the way that it's trimmed with the power Sunrider top and everything else that comes with it, you're looking at a price tag, MSRP $49,000. Let's see what you get for the money. Now, to the door panels, which remember the doors can come off. You do have leather on the armrest. The stitch work is very nice. Soft material up top. I really like the brushed aluminum belt buckle style door handle there. And you do have a cargo net on the side, but you know what? Normally I would zonk those cargo nets, but in a Jeep, that's the way it should be. You want a door panel that's easy to clean, easy to take off. That's how it's gonna be in here. Now, up top, semi-soft material. The stitch work is great. I love the way they brought this nice silver on the dash. You got your oh crap handle as you're going off-road for your passenger. In the center here, you have that wonderful 8.4-inch infotainment system, that UCONNECT system, navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You get your climate controls, dual climate, really nice. You just slide it right down. Look at that. Now I'm down in the low setting. You could go to other controls, real easy to do. You could get into your backup camera. There we are, backing up. You got your trajectory, real simple, super clear. They are using a nice quality camera, which is wonderful here. And then it's easy to get through the different functions. Now, as you drop down, you got your radio controls, AC controls, start stop button, and then you keep dropping down. Check this out. You have all the connectivity, 12 volt. These are the controls for your windows on the doors, because remember, those doors come off, so all the controls stay here, not on the door. One less thing to disconnect. USB-C, USB, and an aux jack. I love the lids. Nice little tray here with some grip for some atomic fireballs. This is where the magic is in this one. 6-speed manual transmission, nice throws. It's at a good height. I love the way they took some design and brought it into the actual shift knob. The nice leather boot with the stitch work. You also have your ability to switch from 2 high to 4 high to 4 low. 2 cup holders. Here's your key fob, nice large Jeep key fob, very rugged looking. All you have is lock, unlock, and oh crap button. That's all you need. Good old fashioned e-brake, leather, soft on the armrest here. Stitch work is great. Open this up, you got a party tray. So since we got this open and I could see the sunshine, you could taste the rainbow with some Skittles there. Open that guy up. Now you got plenty of room. You could easily put $1 million in there. Not $1 million in cash, but $1 million worth of 100 grand candy bars. That's what I'm talking about. Plus you got another USB there. Seats, the bummer is they're cloth. At $50,000, I would like these to be leather. I do like the Sahara embroidery, and they have a great texture to them. Probably gonna be easy to clean, and you know what? With the Sunrider top, they're probably not gonna burn your rear end when you park this thing with the top open. So it's one of those compromises kind of things, but you can see very nicely how that works. If you want to see it close, it's real simple. You don't have to do a secret knock. You don't have to look through menus to try to find buttons and all that. Closes very nicely, and I'll let it just lock in and just show you the full effect. We just went from open air to now open to fully closed. Look at that. Come on over though to the business end. I want to show you behind the wheel of this Sahara. All right, guys, business time. You do have manual seat controls for both the passenger and the driver. And these pockets, what I like about the netting compared to a lot of other cars, look how stretchy it is. So you could go and get that Quiznos sub, maybe a Firehouse sub, and put it in there, and all the juices from that sub will kind of drip through the paper and go down on the floorboard instead of on you, which is nice. Steering wheel, I love these steering wheels out of these Jeeps. The crisscross contrast stitching looks phenomenal. Nice thickness. You have that beautiful Jeep logo there. A little bit of silver trim, flat black on the buttons. Don't have to worry about paddles because guess what? This is a manual transmission. I almost can't believe I'm in a manual transmission. Now the major zonk for the manual, no dead pedal. No dead pedal. So down by that clutch, if you look, you want to take your foot off, you better put it flat or maybe put it behind, but there's no actual dead pedal next to it. So to me, that's a little bit of an issue, especially if you're newer to driving a manual transmission. Do not rest your foot on that clutch. You're gonna burn it out in a heartbeat. But going back to the dash, I love the way, like I said, the silver trim, very tasteful, and then I love the way they set up the gauges. You got your anal attack, speedometer, 7-inch display there in the center. I could go through a cornucopia of information, different gauges, different readouts, really wonderful, easy to see. Why don't we go ahead, let's get to that back seat and see how your passengers are gonna like riding in this Sahara. All right, guys, back seat time. We got that Sunrider top back open. There's a couple disappointing things. Right away, I don't like the way it's cloth all the way around. I know it's gonna sound crazy. I think on this Jeep, they should have put plastic. It'd be easier to clean, wear a lot better. You do get pockets. The only thing you're gonna be able to put in there though is a Slim Jim or two. They're really, really tight. You can't even fit a banana in there. Don't stick your banana in there, it's gonna hurt. 2 AC vents. You have your controls for the windows. They're all inboard, they're not on the doors. And then look at all the connectivity. USBs, USB-Cs, and a home power source. And I like the way they got covers. 2 cup holders, no armrests. $50,000 worth of Jeep, no armrest. But the good news is you got your old crap handle and you can hold up to here and you can just go like crazy as you're going off-road, or you can just swing around like a maniac in the back and have a lot of fun. But you got your speakers obviously built in to the rollover protection. Why don't we go ahead, let's check out the cargo area and see how usable the Sahara really is. All right, guys, time to get in that cargo area. Now remember, you do have that ability to open this up like that, and then obviously to open up the rear glass, you're just gonna lift, and here's our room. Let me go ahead and move some of this stuff out of the way so you can see what we're working with. But these are nice all-weather floor mats. Seats are gonna fold down, do the 60-40 split. It's got the optional Alpine sound system with the subwoofer. And then underneath here, you can see you got plenty of dry storage. So if you don't wanna get your Twinkies wet, which, I don't know, some people wanna get their Twinkies wet, you could actually take your Twinkies and put them in here and they'll stay nice and dry. Put that back in here. Obviously, my advice is before you close this door, you wanna close the glass, then close the door. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get our Twinkies wet and take this for a spin. All right, guys, acceleration test from a dead stop. Here we go. Let's smoke them if you got them. Little chirp and derp. Super smooth. So definitely you're gonna get quicker acceleration from a dead stop using that first gear into second. Super smooth. You know, it's usable, manageable power. And then when you're ready to take this thing off-road, you can take it off-road. And it's not a problem. You have that 2-speed transfer case. You have tons of ground clearance. And the environment that you're sitting in is really, really nice one overall, without the leather seats. All right, guys, handling in these Jeeps, you know, obviously there's a bit of body roll. They're not meant to be a corner carver, but just has a unique feel to it. It's a little bouncy, it leans a little bit, but you know, it's just such a wonderful experience in these Jeep Wranglers, and nice to finally get into a Sahara, especially one with a 6-speed. I'm gonna keep saying it again, I think my favorite part of this is the 6-speed manual transmission by far. Wind noise obviously is going to be present. You are in a vehicle where there's lots of seams because you can take the doors off, you can fold the windshield down. You do have that cloth Sunrider top. So don't expect everything to be dead silent in here because it is far from that. But remember that word? Just like when you're married, compromise. Being with a Jeep, there's a lot of compromise, and it's just one of those things that you just put up with because you just love the experience. Guys, one more acceleration test. Here we go. On throttle, little bit of spin up, traction control kicks in, chirp into second. Let me go over some ripped up pavement here so you can see how it just soaks up the bumps. You can hear that wind noise now, especially at 50 miles an hour. But overall, I think if you want a Jeep and you want a lot of the nice amenities, Sahara is a way to go. Just wish the price point was a little bit lower. But we're gonna go ahead, get back to Jerry Home Dodge. So I'll see you in a few short seconds. All right, guys, it's been another wonderful day here at Jerry Home Dodge. Definitely gotta thank J-Rod, the rest of the crew, getting us access to this 2020 Jeep Wrangler Sahara with a 6-speed manual transmission. I think if you're gonna do it, go the 6-speed route. It really offered great drivability, nice light clutch, and something really, really unique. And you know what? You're already buying a unique vehicle. A lot of people don't get it, but you really do. Price point would be nice if it was about maybe $6,000 or $7,000 cheaper. But hey, that's your wallet, your enjoyment. If you want one of these, knock yourself out. But if it's Jeeps like these that you want to see on the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raise Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Raise Rise merch. You got to get it to Big Guns McGee. He loves Saharas. He actually wants to go to Africa to experience the Sahara Desert and be out there for a month. So thank you, Tom, for all your hard work. We'll see you soon. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.